When you think of the collapse of Rome, barbarians storming the walls, scattered legions, palace intrigues, of course. But the collapse of an empire is never solely due to external factors. The real collapse often comes from within, and it wouldn't be wrong to say the primary cause was money. The thing that consumed Rome wasn't just wars or bad rulers. Their currency collapsed as well, and the truths offered by that collapse are still valid today, because no country can play little games with money and continue on its path without paying the price. Let's take a look at Roman coins first. For centuries, the backbone of Rome was always the silver denarius. Soldiers' salaries were paid with it, merchants demanded it, and it was the people's way of storing their savings. In other words, this money wasn't just a piece of metal, it meant trust. But keeping an empire standing was, of course, not easy. Wars, roads, soldiers, they all received their wages in cash. When taxes weren't enough, emperors resorted to a classic method, partially stealing the silver inside the money. Thus, coins with a value far below their face value began to be minted. This precious metal, stolen little by little at first, eventually spiraled out of control. The denarius, which was 95% pure silver during the reign of Augustus, turned almost entirely into bronze over the centuries. The people noticed this naturally, and the result? Inflation, of course. Prices skyrocketed, soldiers demanded higher wages, and merchants began refusing to accept this worthless money. The barter system even partially returned. In short, trust had vanished. By the time Rome reached the crisis of the 3rd century, things were completely out of hand. Due to incompetent emperors, civil wars, and plagues, the economy was in shambles. The state even tried to forcibly fix prices as a last resort. But when money is worthless, such bans do not work. The black market exploded and trade came to a near standstill. Finally, Rome removed the denarius from circulation entirely. As a precaution, Constantine minted the gold solidus, which helped calm the waters in the Eastern Roman Empire for a while. But for Western Rome, that ship had already sailed. The economic foundation had been destroyed. When your money becomes worthless, you cannot hold up the army, trade, or the state. And indeed, Rome could not. So, what theme emerges for us from all this? Actually, it is very simple. Inflation is not a mistake. It is a policy. It is actually an invisible tax that hides certain things. It silently pulls money out of people's pockets. Rome's mistake is being repeated today by different countries in different ways, perhaps intentionally, perhaps just for political reasons. Printing paper banknotes, growing debt, distancing money from its value. These reasons are not so different from Rome stealing the silver from within its coins. The result is always the same. While the wealthy protect themselves, ordinary people suffer far more damage. Weimar Germany experienced this. Zimbabwe experienced this. And actually, many countries are still experiencing it, even if on a smaller scale. Today, if you think our world is full of solid money, you are mistaken. There is no gold behind it, no silver or bronze. In the past, money gained value against a metal. Later, with the cunning policies of states, this turned into a pure mechanism of trust. Now, what is left? Only people's belief in the state. When this belief is shaken, the system falls apart rapidly, just as it did in Rome. There are a few important lessons to be learned from this story. 1. The value of money does not disappear in a day. It is depleted slowly. 2. Real wealth lies in assets that remain standing in the face of inflation. Land, skills, production, tangible values. 3. No economic order is permanent. The Romans couldn't imagine their money becoming trash either, but it did. History constantly whispers the same things in our ears. If money loses its meaning, society falls apart. Contracts are broken, trade ends or stops. The army collapses and the state weakens. The barbarians at the gate only deal the final blow, because the real destruction started long before that. If what I've told you has given you a new perspective, keep following. History is actually an experienced teacher full of tactics, as long as we know how to hear what it says and speak the same language.